Alrighty, we are doing a final on not one, not two, but three builds, all in one bag. Yeah, so this is actually for the March to Space group build hosted by ESU Warrior, my buddy Matt. And then it's also for the Bandai group build that was hosted by the Dans, Papa Dan and Munchkin Modeling Man. And then also a buddy build with my good friend Papa Dan. He had built the same thing, but a different version. His had lights in it, mine doesn't. But mine did have this really weird little deal where inside, when we're going through all the sprues and stuff, we discovered it's got this. This is actually a Gamelon carrier. It's not 1/144 scale, 1/1000 scale. I think it's even smaller than that. It's probably 1/1400 scale. Very, very tiny. And yeah, that was buried inside the kit here. So that was kind of interesting. I still have yet to build this guy, of course. I just have it set aside. I was having my hands full with this dude. And who is this guy? Well, this is Space Battleship Yamato, as it is known in Japan, but here in the United States, we knew it as the Argo on the Star Blazers TV show, something I grew up watching and absolutely still love today. I have the box set of CDs, DVDs. Yeah, I've once in a while, I'll dust off the DVD player and pull those out and just, kind of have a good time watching those. Just makes me want to eat a bowl of cereal, though, when I'm watching it. So, this guy here, we actually did paint it. I was worried about doing panel liner on this stuff and having the panel liner attack the plastic like it did on my Shore Trooper that I had done last year for the Bandai group build. So we went ahead and painted it and then sealed it with TS13. The colors we did use were for the main hull is XF18 medium blue. For the red part of the hull is just good old-fashioned XF7 flat red. And then for the, let's see if we can, adjust this a little bit to the side here. If you can see, there's a bit of a lighter blue color there. That's actually XF23 light blue. So I thought that would be nice to have a nice little contrast in there for the hangar bay. We do have all the craft we could manage to fit on the little cylinder there. We do have to, the little deck has an aircraft fighter craft molded to it, and then we have to glue another one to the underside. So a little bit tedious, especially to paint them. I did the most basic paint job ever. I did the color, the dark blue color is actually flat blue, just good old-fashioned XF8 flat blue. And then we went over we just did the toothpick trick. And with XF3 yellow color, I thought it would be really neat to have Blue Angel aircraft coloring for the fighters in here. So I thought that would look kind of cool. Again, another reason for doing the light color blue on here to help give us contrast and be able to see the actual fighter craft in there. So we just did a toothpick trip where we just, anything we could see from this side, we just sort of highlighted with the yellow. And that was enough because we painted up these guys down here, and boy howdy, I think I'm still cross-eyed on that. So I apologize if this isn't fitting in screen very well because I can't see. So the wave motion engine back here, we painted up with a nice, a couple of different colors of copper, a little bit lighter color, lightened up the color a little bit with some silver so we could give that some more like a dry brush to bring out the detail on that, and then did a black wash over it to highlight the shadows. Typical weathering techniques on this guy here. You will notice that there's a weirdness going on right here. It's supposed to look like this side, but we had some trouble with the fluid that we're using for the weathering. I didn't actually end up using the typical weathering fluid I like to use from Tamiya because I know that can attack stuff. So I ended up using stuff by Vallejo, and it was or Viejo, and it was their black wash. And I wasn't sure what to remove that with, and I accidentally used alcohol. And you do not use alcohol on Tamiya products because yikes. Yeah, so that took it right down to the plastic, and we had to respray and build that color value back up again. And then I will probably go over that with a panel lining pen from Bandai for the Gundam products. Probably go over that area there and get that all touched up. But yeah, that was one of those. Okay, last thing last night was like, okay, let's just clean this area up. Oh, okay, we're done for the night. Walk away, go to bed disappointed. So we did have another level of disappointment, but that was the kit design. This leading edge here of this piece of hull has a huge gappage through here, especially if you have the hangar bay carrier in there, because this puts a lot of pressure on that bulkhead, causing the aft end of the ship to kind of turn to the starboard side. So I had to, I just decided I'm going to glue these two pieces together. The blue and the red are two molded in two separate pieces. Glue those together, paint them up, of course, and then glue it to the stand where this little guy was supposed, the actual hangar carrier was supposed to be down there. I decided to put the whole piece down there. I like how that looks. This is never going to go to a show. Oh no, it's never going to go to a show. But I like how it looks, and if I can find a model case that this will fit in, I don't want to have anything custom made. That's way too much money to be spending for something like this. But if I can find a case I can fit this in, I'll just go ahead and display it like that, and I'll be happy, very, very happy with that. We're going to try and do some close-up shots on some stuff here so we can get some detailed photos for you guys to take a look at, because there is a lot of detail, even for being a 1/1000 scale kit. So we're going to try and do that, and then you can see how badly I painted these guys. Oh, this is the lead fighter back here. And what's kind of interesting about the lead fighter is his paint scheme happens to harken back to the old World War II Japanese Zero fighter planes. I thought that was a very interesting artistic choice by the people who originally created the show, that they were giving an homage to that, as well as using a World War II battleship that no longer exists. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I want to say again, thank you to the Dans, and then also to Papa Dan specifically for doing this buddy build with us. And then I also want to say thank you very much to Matt at ESU Warrior for letting me kind of triple dip on this one here, so I can participate in the March to Space group build. And I got to tell you guys, we haven't been finishing much this year. So many things have been going on. And I was just so thankful to actually get that USAC build done and this guy done. Both of them were, under the wire just in time, but it I don't know, the defeatist attitude was starting to settle in there, and I was just feeling like I wasn't going to get anything done. So, getting this guy finished up here this morning really does help the esteem. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there, sign off, and talk to you all a little bit later on. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. Bye.